Hey, what's going on everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com back again with another cryptocurrency video. And today we're going to be taking a look at the Solana project, which is actually one of the cryptocurrencies that I've been wanting to review for a while. And if you enjoy these types of reviews and my analysis on these different coins, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content. Now, Solana has been a rapidly growing coin this past year. It's currently at the 18th market cap rank. So it is very quickly becoming one of the biggest cryptos out there, and it currently has a market cap of $8.6 billion. Right now, the best exchange to buy Solana is Binance, which is my favorite exchange. It's the ones I use personally. And of course, as per usual, if you do want to trade or invest in Solana, I recommend Binance. So link to that in the description of this video. And we're going to be looking at a little bit about the website. We're going to be doing an in-depth chart analysis to tell you a little bit about what's been happening most recently and how strong the chart looks, and a lot of different details like that. So let's jump into a couple bits of articles here that I wanted to talk about that'll give you a really good idea of what Solana is about. And, of course, just for a very brief overview, right? Solana is a fast, secure, and censorship-resistant blockchain providing the open infrastructure required for global adoption. So this is a network that is, sort of competing with the Ethereum network in a sense, and just claims to be a better, faster, safer blockchain, for lack of better words, right? I'm not saying if that's necessarily true or not, but what I can say is that statistically, Solana does have some very strong statistics, right? And not all the information is loading here. I'm not sure why. They obviously have a huge number of transactions, but the block time is only 400 milliseconds, and the average fee per transaction is less than a cent, a lot less than a cent actually. So we have, almost free transactions, and we also have, if we look at the transactions per second, a theoretical peak capacity of 65,000 transactions per second, and you can actually test Solana right now already, and you can see that they can run up to 50,000 transactions per second as of right now already. So that's huge, and they have those cheap fees, which is making it one of the a very competitive and strong blockchain competitor compared to a lot of these different blockchains out there, right? And this is something that you can see right here on CoinMarketCap as well, right? We've got the Polkadot ecosystem, and if you click on that, you'll see all the decentralized apps on Polkadot. And if you go to the BSC ecosystem, you'll see all the decentralized apps on the Binance Smart Chain. And guess what? You have right here at the third spot the Solana ecosystem. If you click on that, you'll get to see all the decentralized apps that are running on the Solana blockchain. And this is a huge deal. It is already being recognized as kind of one of the mainstay blockchains, and I think that can grow much more. And it's not without reason, right? It is a very fast and efficient blockchain, and there is a need for that because right now chains like Ethereum have been very slow, congested, with huge fees, not fast, and not cheap to transact on, and that is a problem as we move deeper into the crypto space, and especially in the future, right? Blockchains that are too expensive and slow will not compete, and there are only going to be so many blockchains that will be sort of your mainstays, right? Your Googles and your Apples, meaning that there might be 3 or 4 that are really going to sort of win that game and have the ecosystems built around that, and afterwards it's basically done, right? We'll be looking at projects more than the actual blockchains themselves, because they will already be sort of the highest performing blockchains and the one that people have chosen to adopt. And I think Solana can become one of those. It already is being adopted very quickly, and I wanted to show you right here the ecosystem, right? It's serious builders choose Solana for millions of users, and you can see all the different applications in the ecosystem, in the Solana ecosystem. We've got decentralized exchanges like Serum. Sam Bankman-Fried, the person behind FTX, is heavily involved with all this. We have got amazing apps. We've got some wallets here like the Atomic wallet. We've got Audius, great projects, and all of these are on Solana, right? Or have used Solana to build out their service or decentralized application. And that's a pretty big deal. I also wanted to show that if you go on DeFi Llama, one of the best websites to track DeFi, and of course that is very important for Solana as a whole, right? How is DeFi doing? And you can see now we're rebounding back, so that is great news. And if we look here, right, you also have a tab specifically for Solana. You can see the biggest applications on Solana right now. And I will point out, right, we need to be realistic that compared to the Binance Smart Chain, where we have multi-billions in total value locked, or Ethereum, obviously, Solana doesn't have that much value locked yet. And that is, a bit of a problem in my opinion. Right now, the total value locked on Solana is looking at around 965 million. Click over to Binance, we're at 15 billion. And if you go over to Ethereum, we're at 80 billion, right? So I do think that we need to see a drastic increase in total value locked, because this is the best way to value these blockchains. So right now it's being priced a lot on future success, right, and growing adoption, because it has a market cap of 8.6 billion, but its value locked is only a billion almost. So preferably, we really want to see that increase into billions in total value locked, so that it correlates better to the current market cap, because right now the price is largely due to it being a very strong backed blockchain with a lot of potential, but we need to see those applications move over and real use, right? Because that is one of the concerns. I'm just pointing out, realistic concerns here. And these go for other blockchains like Cardano, right? Because fact of the matter is that Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain do really have a stronghold in terms of all the decentralized apps and where people are using these decentralized applications. And I think Solana has every chance of competing and growing in that space as well. And right now, I wanted to also show you this article here. Solana says scaling as one global state sets it apart from Ethereum, Polkadot, and other rivals, right? We're talking about the rivals right now. Also, just going to point out that Coinbase hasn't listed Solana yet, so we could see a pump from that. They were sort of about to list it, and then they ran into some delays, and now they still said they're going to list it. The trading is going to be available, but you have to remember that as of right now, it's not fully launched on Coinbase. So if you can get in beforehand, right, this is not financial advice, it's just my own personal opinion, get in beforehand on exchanges like Binance, right, which is my favorite exchange, and the one that you can trade and invest in Solana right now. So if you want to do that, make sure to check out Binance. Like I said, I'm not sponsored by them. They are just my personal exchange that I use for all my crypto transactions, and my favorite exchange. And also the exchange with the most volume for Solana. So you're getting the best prices there as well. And like I said, if you are interested in that, link in the description. But my point is that right now it hasn't listed on Coinbase yet. So this is a time where you can get in sort of before that Coinbase pump. And that's just, prediction based on how other cryptos have reacted, like Cardano, after they've been added to Coinbase, not financial advice. Now, we're going to look at what sets Solana apart from things like Ethereum, Polkadot, etc., and that's it scales in one global state instead of relying on a fragmented layer 2 system or sharding to increase throughput, right? And also, I wanted to mention that the creator of Solana was actually the person who created the Java programming language, which is pretty crazy when you think about it, right? He is the creator of the one of the most successful programming languages in the world, and he built out Solana. So this is a big deal. He knows obviously computer tech and programming extremely well. He might be one of the best in the world, and the fact that he is the founder of Solana is a pretty big deal. Now, I also wanted to show you a couple bits of interesting information in this article, right? Which is the fact that basically the person here mentions that sharding creates, a bit of a security issue, right? Where, as I was saying, if one shard gets taken over by hackers, it could trigger a domino effect that would impact token price and lead to a mass exodus of users and nodes. And never deal with sharding or layer 2. Instead, the project emphasizes a single global state. And this is a pretty big deal, because we're seeing things like Polygon on Ethereum, etc. And it's not the end of the world, but you can't ignore the fact that it's just much better to have everything running on a single layer 1 blockchain without layers and layers and layers. Because for some of these networks, right, we might have 3-4 layers. I don't know to how many layers we're going to get to, and every one of those layers is an added security risk, added fees, etc. So preferably one single layer. The blockchain itself, the original blockchain, should be as fast and as strong as possible, so that you don't need all these other layers. And that is the case for Solana, which is great, and why it's being priced at $8 billion in market cap currently. And I don't think that we're necessarily heading much lower, because if we take a look at the chart here for the final bit of this video, what you're going to see is that we've had a tremendous uptrend, right? One of the biggest uptrends this year, and most successful projects this year. Now, like other cryptos, we did see a pullback recently. This was due to a few reasons, but you can see that bearish divergence here compared to the price. This wasn't just on Solana, though many other cryptos had this pattern forming. Now we saw the pullback. However, what I like about Solana here is that we are actually, if I go ahead and draw my uptrend line, we are still holding this uptrend. And on top of that, if we look at this blue line, right, the 100-day moving average, which we bounced off of twice, and now we put in a higher low, and we're looking much stronger, right? Basically still continuing somewhat of this uptrend. This is amazing, because some cryptos are looking somewhat weak right now. Solana is not looking that weak. Obviously, we have a huge amount of resistance over here near $50. And as soon as we break above that, I would expect all-time highs for Solana very quickly. And then we have major support down here at around $20. So I don't really think that we're heading back below $20 or anything like that. I think that we probably won't even go back down below $25 at the most. And what that means, right, is if I kind of extend this whole range that I'm seeing over here, what is a very likely scenario for Solana here is something along, and obviously this can change with the rest of the crypto market if all of a sudden we see a pump or a crash, but it looks like we're going to be trading in this range right here, and then breaking out above this as we will start pushing new all-time highs as soon as we're ready to do that. And based on the chart right now, this technical setup that I just drew, that'll be looking like towards the end of this year, right? November or December 2021 or early 2022. I know this sounds like a far time out, but that's when it looks like we might actually push back above $50 to new all-time highs. Once again, this is crypto. We could just go in a few weeks, blast off above $50, or even in a worst case scenario, move below $25 or $20. But right now, the technicals are pretty clear, and I would say that this uptrending, slow but steady upward move back into the high $40 range, and then getting that breakout towards end of the year, beginning of next year, is the most likely scenario. And I will say that if bigger adoption comes into Solana, I could see this being a project that reaches $50 to $100 billion in market valuation, which would be a 5 to 20x in terms of price, right? So that's a pretty big deal. 5 to 10x in terms of price, and and in terms of in the next few months alone, I think that we are heading back up into the higher $40 range as well. So overall, a project that I like, that I'm bullish on. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Once again, if you are interested in purchasing Solana, make sure to check out Binance. Link to that in the description of this video. Make sure to check out my technical analysis master course if you want to learn technical analysis, stock trading, learn how to draw exactly what I've been doing right here. That is all covered in the course. Less than $20, 30-day money-back guarantee, and great reviews. And also make sure to follow me on Twitter for live crypto market updates. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Stay safe and have a great day. I'll see you next time.